All right, what do we have here for our first pack? Right, so we got a Perennial Behemoth, which is a card that actually I have been more impressed with than I expected to be. It's gigantic, and Evolving Wilds exists, and the cycle of mill 3 commons exists, and yeah, my opponents have drawn a lot of cards off this, and lands are relevant. Like land 789 is relevant or whatever. So a card that I do not think is a bad one, but I don't think I'm gonna take it from this pack. Ashless Harvester, fine card, good too. Guys, Corsair. So one of the things is I think that the black-green self-mill deck is actually maybe kind of real. A little more real than it usually is. So, like, I don't know if this Corsair is better than Pallbearer, but I know Pallbearer, when set up, is a really impressive card. So, just worth noting. Something that is creeping around in my head as we go through these packs. Disfigur's good. I think I'm just going to take Mightstone Animation, though. I think this is really awesome and really good, and I don't think you can have too many. So, I'll take Mightstone Animation. Ooh, okay, so we could take another Mightstone Animation, or we could take Power Stone. Oh, no, sorry, not spelling Power Stone. Evangelosynthesis. We could take Evangelosynthesis, potentially. There's also, like, Self-Assembler, some worse cards. I kind of just want to take the second animation. I do think that Evangel's, like, a little bit of a better card. But at the same time, staying mono blue is nice. Why is Soul Partition bad? Which one's Soul Partition? The exile for 1 and white makes things cost more for the opponent. Oh, that card's okay. Just think of it like a bounce spell plus. It's not a great card. It's not a bad. It's like a C. Yeah, it's nothing exciting really. All right, what do we have here now? Oh, I really think Combat Courier is something special. I've slowly been coming up on this one, up and up. When I say something special, I mean like a above replacement level card. Not like, you know, not a top common, but I do think it's pretty good. And I do think it's the card I'm going to take here, especially after double Mightstone Animation. Cindermaw's decent. I mentioned Gaia's Courser 2. There's Razor Maw. Yeah, let's just take Courier. Ooh, Ichor Wellspring. Ichor Wellspring and Obliterating Bolt here. So I think that I'm just going to take the Wellspring. It's pretty good with animation, just like having a cheap thing to animate, but also, you know, if your animation dies, it's not the end of the world. These are, you know, I think people have caught on to how good these cheap cantripping artifacts are if you've played any, you know, pre-release or watched any of the early event things. I could also take the Bolt. I do think Bolt is awesome, but with 2 Mightstone animations, I'm pretty into just taking the cantripping artifact here. Ooh, and Take Flight's pretty good too. Okay, so what do we have? We have Take Flight, which is a card I like. I guess I like a little bit less when I've got, like, Mightstone Animation. It's a little bit better when you're already, like... I mean, you know, you put it on anything, it's good. But I like it a little bit less when I've got, like, double 4 drop already. Machine Over Matter. Pretty cool with Mightstone Animation, because you can, like, pick up your aura and redraw a card if they go to kill it or something. Like, instead of bouncing, whatever, the Wellspring, you can just bounce your Mightstone Animation. It is non-land permanent. I think I'm just going to take the Take Flight, though. I've been impressed with this card. I've also been fairly impressed with Turnstalker. I'm not going to take it here, but yeah. How concerned are you with having ways to sack the Wellspring if you have a couple Mightstone animations? Not very. I'm just worried about, the most important thing about Wellspring is it's an artifact that exists in the battlefield, and you draw a card when it enters. Alright, what do we have here? Well-Lost Dreams, which I think is, like, kind of a legit build around. I don't think I'm going to take it here, though. There's Emergency Well, and there's Moment of Defiance, and I'm actually not positive, which is better. If you would have tasked me, you know, day 0, you know, -2 of the format already, or whatever, before the format started, I would say Weld for sure, but not entirely sure. I think I still take the first one over the first Moment of Defiance. I think I like that over, like, Urza's Rebuff. There's also Mishra's Juggernaut. I've liked this card, too. But I will take Weld. Okay, so a lot of white cards. There's Archaeologist, which is already on track to, like, draw a lot of our deck. 5 out of 6 cards. Some good white, but I'm gonna stick with the blue for now. I think Recruitment Officer, like, you could take this. I think this card is good enough that it's fine to take over a card, in on-color card. It's fine enough to speculate, but I do think Archaeologist is going to be good here. For things like Take Flight and Bramble Armor, are you finding the interaction is more sorcery speed. Yeah, a lot of the interaction is sorcery speed. That's a pretty good way to put it, to play. I think that often with Fly or Take Flight and Bramblewood Armor or any of these auras, like you get in your first hit generally. There's not a ton that punishes you at instant speed. Okay, so Gigamole versus Gigamole and Archaeologist, they kind of fight each other a little bit, kind of like Tolarian Terror and Necromass. So I think I'm just gonna take running down the clock here. Eh? I think I'm gonna take Gix's Crest there. I think it's probably the strongest card. I could see taking just the cheap card there, but all right, this pack. Power Stone Engineer, Recommission does some interesting things, but not that interesting. Yeah, I'll just take Power Stone Engineer. I've seen some people go off with Meticulous Excavation, and by go off, I mean like draw some cards with their Ichor Wellspring, and it hasn't looked terrible. It's looked a bit. You have to be a bit careful, but it has not looked like a bad card in the right deck. Hey, Jabber, how's it going? Yeah, you can, it goes well with Unearth cards, but I think you don't even want to really be doing that. I think you just want to be picking up these, like, cantrip artifacts. Alright, so I could take an Assembly Worker or a Cavalry. Currently, soldier count is 0. Strongbow is really good, too. I actually think this is the best card in the pack, so I'll just take it. I imagine Strongbow won't go 10th pick in the coming days, because this card is awesome. But for now, we'll just take that. Okay, so some red cards. I don't like Clay Revenant very much. I think it's a little too clunky. Yeah, let's take Infantry. I'm unsure if that's better than Juggernaut, but it is cheaper. Alright, there's Juggernaut. There's a Prison Sentence. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so we're like this. Just move our colored cards over here. Our non-blue ones anyways. Yeah, I'll take Prison Sentence. I have not found Prison Sentence to be too awkward or too bad. Like, I don't think you want to load up on them, but I also don't think it's like the worst card to put in your deck. It's not that easy to get punished by it. How good is Phyrexian Processor? Really hard to say. Ooh, Cavalry. Maybe I should have taken the 4/4 there. Yeah, really hard to say. Ooh, it's a nice rare. Because it depends on... I think that the format might be a little too fast for it. It's a powerful card, and you're going to lose to it if you're, like, not pressuring. Like, if you're just, like, this, like, control deck that's just sitting around and hoping to 1-for-1 your opponent plays a Processor, you're like, oh, crap, I just lose to that thing. But if you're, like, pressuring in any meaningful way, I faced it twice and won against it pretty handily both times. Okay, yeah, we're going to take Sky Strike Officer. This card is quite messed up. There's also Cohorts, there's also Defabricate. All these cards are, like, fine. I think that Prison Sentence is the best of these cards. Defabricate, Volunteer Cooldown, Scrapwork, Cohort. Spider is really good, too. But, yeah, we're just going to take a good blue card to go with our good blue pile. And we might be a blue-white. We'll see. We definitely have some pushes in that direction. Alright, now... I don't think Flow of Knowledge is very good. There's Airlift Chaplain, which I do think is good. There's also an Archaeologist, number 2. Okay, so we're like 8 on 8 on creature, non-creatures. I do think that it's likely we end up blue-white just because of what's kind of been open at this table. So there's some thoughts to, considering that. And not that there's like any soldiers in this pack, but I think I'm just gonna take a second Archaeologist here. I think that Chaplain's probably slightly better, and I do think we're gonna be blue-white. But also I want to take cheaper cards when I can. Also, Archaeologist is kind of cool with Take Flight, right? Like, even if you hit a spell off of it, you can turn into a relevant body on turn 4. Your opponent has to answer. Ooh, there's a Lord. Okay. I'm cool with Yotian Tactician. Actually, I think our soldier count is pretty low currently. 3. Okay, it's not too bad. But I will take that here. It's better than these white cards, for sure. There's not a blue card in this pack I want. Springleaf Drum's kind of interesting, but I will take the payoff here. Okay, what do we have here? So, Airlift Chaplain, Weak Stone Subjugation, Phalanx Vanguard. Those are the cards we're looking at here. Vanguard is a soldier. I think I'm just going to take the 2-drop. A little bit of tension with, like, non-aggressive 2-drop in our soldier deck. Maybe you should be taking Airlift Chaplain. Yeah, that's probably smarter. I think I'm more into that. I think I am not that aggressive of a deck. Like, just because I have Yoshi Tactician doesn't mean I have to be, like, full on. We're trying to kill my opponent at all costs. Okay, so what do we take now? We can take a Thopter. Card's fine. Also, Power Stone Engineer, card's fine. Synchronize, all these cards. Like, everything here that we would look to take is, like, good, not amazing. So let's just see what synergies we have in our deck. Well, we don't really have use for Power Stones aside from animation, which I guess is good enough for me to, like, consider something like this. Reconstruct a Thopter with my zone animation is kind of cool, too. Yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to take the Thopter here for that reason. Alright, what now? Mass production. Do we have anything that cares about a lot of artifacts entering? Not really, no. There's Air Marshal, which is a soldier, but a kind of dorky one. I could take it, though. We do have double soldier payoff, so, yeah. Take it, see how it goes. Ooh, Commando. That's a good one. Oh, there's also Scrapper Cohort. Do I like that soldier better? Oh, mass production is soldiers. That's true. Yeah. I actually should have noted that. Make a good point. All right, so I either take a flyer or cohort. Artifact count is actually looking like kind of low for double Mightstone animation currently. But I think I just like the flyer. Okay, I'll take a Warlord's Elite here. I do think, I just want to try this card out. I don't think it's awesome, but it could be good. Index with like a lot of 2s and 1s. Ooh, okay, so a lot of decent cards wheel from this pack. There's a Scrapwork Cohort, there's another Archaeologist, there are these 2 cards. I think I'm just gonna take Scrapwork Cohort. I like Involuntary Cooldown too, but this is quad soldiers, quad artifacts for Mightstone animation. Alright, just take your 3rd passive on. This card is unexciting, but we'll see. Ooh, Vanguard wheels. Okay, cool. Double Vanguard. Alright, so we have enough soldiers at this point. Pack 3 was pretty kind to us on, like, free-ish soldiers. This Archaeologist is getting a little worse as it goes on. It's funny. We had, like, 5 non-creatures when I first took the first one, and we have not picked up one since, I don't think. Okay. 2, Desynchronize. I think I'm going to take Desynchronize. We are, like, slightly short on interaction. Yeah, Chaplain is not a soldier. This is correct. Ooh. Well, it's in our colors, but I don't think we're going to take that. I think we're just going to be taking Zephyr Sentinel as a good, aggressive, versatile soldier here. What does Urza do in our deck? Like, not a ton. We don't have that many artifacts or non-creatures, so it's mostly just a 2/4 that we can, like, turn over and look at how cool the backside is. So, let's just grab this. There's also Thopter Architect, but I think it's a lot worse than Zephyr Sentinel. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, chat. All right, in the trenches. It's a nice one. Good stuff here, too. Okay, yeah, let's take a Recruitment Officer. Late on Arms is not looking too good in our deck. I think you want, like, 10 planes at a minimum to play this, and I think we're going to end up probably with, like, 7 or 8. But yeah, let's just take Officer. It's a good card. Ooh, a Loran. There's also an Elsewhere Flask, but this Loran... actually, how good is it looking? Not amazing, eh? Like, we've got Courier, Thopter, not a ton of artifacts to get back. She's not even a soldier. I think I actually just take Elsewhere Flask, funny enough. Like, we do want more artifacts for our Mightstone animation, although I guess Refractor is probably better than Elsewhere Flask, right? Yeah. Okay, let's take Refractor. Yeah, just not a ton of artifacts to get back. Okay. Kind of sad, but it's okay. Another Wing Commando. Yeah, artifacts aren't just, like, free, right? They're not just like, oh, your deck's going to have 7 of them, no matter what. Yeah, they're actually kind of, ooh, that's nice. They're kind of, a little more scarce than you might initially think. At least artifact card type, right? Like, there are a lot of cards that just, like, make artifacts, but aren't artifacts in their type line. Alright, so we got more than enough playables. We're gonna bin these archaeologists because they're not particularly good in our deck. Let's take this third passive on out. Yeah, deck's looking good. Is Disenchant Prime removal in the set? I'll probably run my first, but reluctant to run more. No, you can play the second one pretty comfortably. Like, I think our deck is a little bit on the low end of number of artifacts / enchantments, but like, actually, no, like, look at our deck, right? Even there, we've got double Mightstone animation. These aren't very good to kill, but we've, like, Disenchant would not be the worst card against me. Chaos Reconstruction. Kind of want to take Mightstone animation, but we do run a risk of not having a second artifact or a third artifact on the battlefield. Don't think this card's particularly good, so I'll just take Mightstone animation in case the last few picks have us picking up like a ton of artifacts. All right, there's another Power Stone Engineer. I'll take that. Bone Saw, Yotian Medic. Ooh, okay, so Thopter Architect, Cavalry. Yeah, I'll say the Cavalry. I think it's just better than Thopter Architect. Most times, anyways. Alright, bunch of kind of whatever stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's take Recommission over the third Power Stone Engineer. It's actually not looking too bad in this deck. Get back this, get back this. Hey, Cork, how's it going? Ooh, it's kind of nice. So we do have some choices. Some things we have to sort out here. Alright, so we've got... see how many artifacts running around for our animations. Kind of counting these. But it's not actually a ton. I think I'm actually just going to cut one. Maybe I just cut both, and we can not play the cantrippy artifacts. So these cantrippy artifacts that don't actually do anything outside of be targets for animation, right? So whatever, like this. Sure, good courier. I'm gonna play one, I think. No, if I play one, I have to play the other stuff that I just cut. Thopter, yeah. Thopter can get out of there. We're cool with 16. Alright, let's give this a go. Okay, it's got both their colors. And a third land? Wow. We're so lucky this time. Opponent's really tanking on which land to go get with their wilds after I put recruitment officer on the stack. 1-3. 1-3? That's not fair. We'll leave it 2-1. So am I spending next turn to cast Warlord's Elite? Does that feel good to me? I guess it's kind of a combo with Phalanx Vanguard a little bit. Yeah, this is the best possible opening for Elite. 1 into 2. Still doesn't feel great to play it on turn 3. I mean, it seems okay. Yeah, take it. Okay. They hit Bounce Spell, Desynchronize, and Soldier. They take the Bounce Spell. Alright. Well, let's get in for our free 2. Are we doing it? Their bounce ball costs 2. They don't have an artifact. All right. Oh, they have to have an artifact creature. I didn't even know that for this card. Interesting. Oh, it's a good draw. It's kind of a weird rider. Oh, yeah, they are intangible. Sorry. D-Dab coming in with that sub. I forgot to turn them back on. Ah, thanks, Tangible. Hold on 1 second. Appreciate that. Much love. Let's see. Alerts are on. Ah, I know why. It's in my settings. Give me 1 second, chat. Uno momento. Alright, we'll figure it out after this game. So, if you sub during this game, I cannot guarantee I acknowledge it. Alright. What do we got going on here? Can we just get an attack with this? Can't play 2 spells here. So just do this, and then probably play Commando. What's happening here? Nothing? Okay. It sucks that this isn't actually Convoke. I think this card would actually be decent if it just had Convoke. And it like, or a Convoke in addition to, you know, you have to tap. I don't know how they'd word that, but I would like to like have that rider of you have to tap 2 things or 2 mana, but also like you could over tap. You know, or you could over-tap your creatures, you know? So I don't know how they'd word that properly, but they turn all their lands blue. Are they going to cast the draw spell? No, they're just double spelling with blue cards. Interesting. Sure. Can I explain why I played the Commando over the Elite for 5? Yeah, because the Elite can be played like... I want an evasive creature. This 4/4 just gets blocked on the ground. Want to attack with the Lord as well? I probably should have, yes. There's probably no reason for me not to. Okay, so... Now what do we do? We just play the Lord. Let's get in. Actually, stay with the team. Oh, could the Lord have gotten triple blocked? Then, yeah, then that's why I didn't attack with it. I guess I have Desynchronize in hand, so that actually is fine. But... Alright, it's not bad. Do your worst to your opponent. It's pretty good too. Alright, so... Let's just get in. Like this too? No, I'll just keep you at home. Okay, I guess this is not great for me if they have a spell. Stern Lesson. Okay, this is kind of okay. So now what do I want to do about this? This Vanguard's getting eaten. So I could desynchronize the Commando. The best thing to do is just do this. SP2 life. Everything survives. And this Commando wins the combat. Ooh. I kind of want lands, honestly. I guess I do still... Yeah, this is still fine. If I just go Officer and have the option of these things. I think I've been this. Don't think you can throw back the best card in your deck? Well, I mean, like, we really want a double spell next turn, Clarm, right? And, like, land is pretty big. Alright, let's play this. Pass turn. Actually, I'm okay with trading Vanguard for two things here. This is true. This is true, Clarm. You were correct. Do you think Soul Guide Lantern is worth a slot? As in, just like in most decks? Well, this is kind of nice. Yoink. Draw a card. Ooh, sure. Our deck's actually pretty good, isn't it? Just pumping out 3/3s. Yeah, it's a good card, Time Master. You should, especially if you have artifact synergies, you should always play Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, good hand. Get in, play our Visioneer. Sorry, 1 second, chat. Let me just fix my notifications. Alright, should be good. Yeah, let's just get in there. Yes, I indeed, Neo. Did it work? Appreciate the bits intangible. It might not work until I restart, actually. I think that might be a problem, but bear with me. Maybe I'll do a quick reset after this. Alright, it's fine, yeah. Yep. Yeah, we'll just flash this in. It's kind of funny. I guess I want to move this power and toughness over to my sentinel. I think it's just fine. Alright, let's do this. Put a counter on the officer. Just bash in there. Hey NCA, how's it going? I saw your yeah, your mono red deck. Looks pretty good. Don't even really need to do this, to be honest. Sure, we'll keep that. Alright. They're off it. Alright, give me 1 second, chat. I'm just gonna do a quick restart. Ooh, level up. To see if my notifications will work. So hold still, I'm not leaving. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, everybody. Yep. Solid. Oh, they have a giant growth in their hand? I think that's what that pause means. No, that was our last game was streamed. That mage, if that was you. Ooh, alright. Recommission time. It's coming back. 3-3, baby. 4-4 next turn? Can't beat it. 3-1? Ha! Oh wait, I guess that's not half, they have giant growth. Well, no, it's still fine, because it's a... If they want to sack their honor guard with, to win the combat, that's fine. Or, sorry, to trade here. We're gonna do it? Okay. Sure. No. There's no way they're doing this. Okay. Okay, I know what you were. I thought they were going to epic confrontation. I mean, it's the same thing. Their creature dies no matter what. Okay, so hopefully their last 2 cards are not Busto, because it seems they are doing everything in their power to stay alive at all costs. Interesting. All right. Okay, it's a card. It's a real card. Smash me for 8, sure. I think I have to restart untapped. Sorry, chat. Aha, okay. Elite. Sure. Tap my 5 lands. So I think I just block like this and I could trade. I mean, it's actually like kind of a problem here. We're not just crushing. What to do, what to do. Can only chump for so long. And I have to chump this next turn. I think I just block 1. Hopefully draw an interaction spell. I have to double jump next turn anyways. Okay, that's a good draw. Oops, hold on. Play my land. Yes. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think I have to restart Arena to get Untapped to work again. Sorry, hold on 1 second, chat. Alright, we got Officer. We're facing double exposure. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna keep it. Wow, so ready. That's so funny. I clicked keep, and it was just like, oops. Idiot Alex. I clicked keep and double exposure was like ready to go. All right. Hopefully it doesn't punish me too much here. Yeah, not that punished. Okay. Yep, you've been listening to it. Sorry to bamboozle you, but yes, you've been listening to a Canadian podcast this whole time. Without maybe even knowing it. Mutt. Okay, let's get in there. Let's play our Chaplain. Maybe get planes. Ooh, no planes. I think I'd rather have a 2/2. It's working out cool. Appreciate that, Arch. Alright. Send it in the clowns, eh? Alright, well, we're just gonna do this. And we'll see what they do. Alright, so they win 2 combats here. That's fine. Get the trick out of their hand. We go to 6. Hopefully we draw land here for the cohort. We do not, but we could also... We could recommission something, like the Airlift Chaplain. We just cast this Airlift Chaplain. Yeah, it's probably best. Oh, we missed again. Yeah, let's get a counter. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was worried about this. Exactly this. Okay, so haste. It's a 3/2 haste. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm just dead. Wow. Okay. Yeah. GG's. Yeah, Blast Runner. I think I was right about Blast Runner being really good. Alright. Hey, Luke. How's it going? A single blue mana. I feel like people aren't gonna like aggro decks being good as they are. I agree. Yes, I think that is true. People don't like when aggro is good. People just want to play their 10-turn games. Alright, Evangel, sure. Not bad. We'll grab one of the better cards in my deck. Yeah, certainly. I don't think this is like, well, it's an aggro format. It's over. No fun allowed. Nobody can do anything but aggro. It might be the case that you just have to account for it. Commando. It's also day one. Yeah. That's pretty big. Alright, so let's get in. I guess we can get it with this too. Let's make an artifact here. Hopefully there's double block. We get to get him. Do you have a response? Alright, well, this is going well. Yeah, I mean, on day one, you're just gonna see removal. They top that, interesting. A little more often if you're playing in the higher queues, just because people don't know the cards. So even if they know that, you know, whatever removal spell is good. They might just not know the card art, you know? Oh, it does, Fibo. Yeah, I could be drawing a lot of cards. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Forgot about that. Should you play Portal to Phyrexia? I mean, can you get to 9 mana? 9 mana is a feat for non-aggro decks. Like, in non-aggressive decks, that's, like, not that easy. In an aggro deck, it's gonna be, like, pretty tough if you're running, like, 16 lands. Oh, they're doing it. Wow, Beers is a Mightstone animation hater? Really? I didn't know that about you. Oh yeah, I think no matter what your deck looks like, you should always run Wormcoil. Cornucopia for 2. Oh, we did it, chat! Combo assembled! Alright. It's a shame they're just gonna die, but... yeah, we should concede out of respect. Yo, Lil Easy coming in with that sub. Appreciate that. Much love. Alright, alright. Up for a deck tech? Not right now, I don't think, Mike Man. I'm gonna be playing for a while. Deck tech's probably a little later. Well, we've been very good at drawing a Sky Strike Officer. So, that's nice. Uh-oh. This is draft 1 of day 1. I've done like 6 or 7 drafts in the Streamer Early Access event, plus a team draft this weekend, but this is our first draft today. I don't want to just block. Alright. Don't kill it. Well, I could go like real all in and just go take flight of my officer. I think it's a little too all in. Certainly my opponent won't kill this, right? Hey! Just a chromatic star? I like it. Unless they play a bolt. Alright, no bolt. So do we think they have... Deal 2. 2-tap creature. I mean, if they do, they do. I'm not one to play around things. Oh, wow. Wow, this alone just makes us draw a card? What the heck? This card's so busted. Hey, Middle Mario, how's it going? Yep, yep. I will remember to draw a card this time. I think we are probably... I was gonna say we're probably just going to take flight this. And I think... No, you know what? Let's prison sentence this. Let's not get raced back. Put up some lands. Opponent probably has to block this. Yeah, I really like this card. Cohort. Unearth is sorcery speed. Yes. Cannot do it on your opponent's turn. Have any archetypes surprised you? Not really. There hasn't been anything that... Well, and actually, that's not true. I think that black-green is a little bit better than we might have given it credit for. I think that the milling synergies are, like, pretty real. Look who's the ambusher now. Alright, let's draw some more cards. Desynchronize your flyer. Yada yada. Do I want my own flyer here? Yeah, sure. Alright, still not trading. Their star. It's always good to see that. Yo, Skinny Villain, coming in with that sub. Whoops. Wrong sound clip. Appreciate that. Much love. I do not think you're a joke. Oops. Didn't actually mean to do that. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but didn't actually mean to do that. Sure. Yeah, I meant to go for lethal on the with the take flight on this, but it's all good.